Hey guys, welcome to a brand new Football Manager series. This is the bottom to top challenge with South Shields, and as the title suggests, we're going to be taking South Shields, which is my hometown club, from the depths of non-league in level 8 of the English pyramid all the way to the Premier League hopefully, and maybe even the Champions League if we've got time. There's a few little things I've done in the editor to make it a bit more realistic. South Shields this season won the FA Vars and they won their league quite comfortably, and in this database I have actually updated all the promotions and relegations to a point to make sure South Shields are in the right league, and to make sure that everywhere down to the Vanarama South is up to date. You know, just to see how it goes really. I've also upped the training facilities and reputation and what have you, but I'll let you know more about that when we get into the game. I'm Joe, if you're new around here, and subscribe if you are new, because there's plenty more Football Manager 2017 content to come out, as well as more Football Manager when the new one comes out as well. So click that subscribe button if you're new, and yeah, let's get straight into the game with South Shields then. Right guys, here we are in game with South Shields, and there you have it. This is the club we are going to be taking over. We're in the Northern Premier League First Division North, which has these sort of teams in there. Scarborough in there, I think they were in the League 2 you know, a few years ago, and they've had a rapid decline since then. But Scarborough in there, Droylsden I've heard of, but a lot of these clubs are simply not good enough for us. We should be much better than them. If we have a look at the general stats of the team, here we go. We're known as the Mariners, founded in 1974, apparently semi-professional at the moment, and obviously big local rivals against Jarrow and Hebburn. I've got a chairman that loves the club. I have given the club £1 million just to keep it going. We haven't got any real-time editors going, but just to make sure the club doesn't go bust, because we have got Julio Arca. If you're not aware, Julio Arca joined South Shields last year, former Sunderland and Middlesbrough player, so Premier League player really, and he came in to South Shields last season, and yeah, he's going to be a key player. We've got some brilliant players in here, and we're going to struggle to hold on to them as the season goes on, but we are expected to win that cup. We're expected to get to the final qualifying round of the FA Cup. The FA Trophy, we're expected to reach the first round. We did win the FA Vars this year. I don't know if I said that in the intro, but we did win the FA Vars, and yeah, it is going to be a tough challenge, I think. It's certainly going to be interesting, hopefully, trying to get South Shields all the way at the top in the Premier League. It's going to be challenging, but we have upped the training facilities. If we have a look, we now have sort of adequate training facilities, adequate youth facilities, and a level 3 youth level, which means we should be able to bring in some good players ourselves, but it's not a youth academy challenge as such. We are going to be making signings as well, but I would like to bring in some new sort of young players into the fold. And we've got 3,000 stadium capacity, which should come in handy as the season goes on. Anyway, this is the squad. I won't introduce you to them all yet, because there will be comings and goings, and we need to sort out some players that we're going to sign, and players that will be sold, and we're going to bring together a squad, and we should have a good squad in place for the first couple of matches, which you're going to see on camera for this first episode, against Albion and Ghoul. Might turn out to just be one, depending on how many transfers I make, but yeah, I'm going to have some fun playing this over the summer, and yeah, I'll see you guys for the Albion match, probably with a change of shirt in just a second. Right then guys, here we are with a change of shirt and with the Albion and Ghoul game. But before we get into the matches, let's just have a look at the transfer business we've done over the summer. We've made quite a few signings, a lot of signings for the future. Jake Larkins, we desperately needed a goalkeeper, so he's come in for £475 a week. He's 3-star current ability, could get up to 4.5-star. He's come in from a similar level and has been as high as League 1 with Leyton Orient. So that should be a good one. We've also brought in Sofiane El Bekri, who's a Frenchman, 20-year-old. He's come in from Millwall, albeit he hasn't played for a couple of years, but he's a good little player. 3.5-star current, could get up to 4.5-star potential, which would be good. We've also brought in Kashmir Walton, seen him in the trial day, and he was pretty good. He's coming from Nottingham Forest, so he's dropped down a lot of levels to come play for us. He's well suited to National League North football, which would be brilliant for this division. 3-star current ability, could get up to 5-star potential, definitely 4-star potential. He's only 19 years old, so could definitely do something good. We've also brought in Lewis Novick. I think he was on the trial day as well. Might be wrong about that, but 2.5-star current ability, 4 to 5-star potential. He's only 18 years old. His stats are pretty good, and he's come in from Burnley, a Premier League club. Luke Greaves has also come in. He's a similar kind of player, 3-star ability, 4 to 5-star potential, 20-year-old. He comes in from Accrington Stanley, but hasn't played for about 3 years, so going to take a bit of getting used to. Scott Tankuk is definitely one for the future. 1.5-star current, 3.5-star potential. He's come in from a similarly levelled team, Mether T. Don't know who they are. This guy I've actually heard of, Lewis Carey. He used to play for Bristol City up in the Championship. Never really got a game for them, but he's been playing in the National League South the last few years, and he's took the plunge and joined us a couple of divisions below. He's very well suited to that level of football, and he's going to be a brilliant backup to Jake Larkin. Corey Francis, if you're familiar with my Non-League to Legend series, you'll recognise him from Gateshead right at the start. He's 20-year-old, he's an attacking midfielder. I don't know how we got this guy, but 4-star current ability, 4 to 5-star potential. He hasn't played for a couple of years, but was in the youth setup at Swansea. Jaffet Matter is a similar one to Scott Tankuk. 1.5-star current, 4 to 5-star potential. Been at Rochdale the last couple of years, but was at Manchester United before that. And yeah, just checking I'm recording here. I've had a couple of issues with it today. And finally, we've brought in Devante Jacobs on loan from Macclesfield Town in the conference, and he's going to be a more of a rotation player, I think, even though his report is very good. So, pre-season then, mixed. We beat the South Shields reserves, we beat Ryup, but lost to Jarrow Roofing, the big rivalry. If you know where Jarrow is very, very close to South Shields, and there's a big rivalry between the two teams. Friendly, I would say, but a rivalry nonetheless. We lost 3-2, and they're in the division below, so that's not a good result. We lost 2-0 to Clyde, who are in the Scottish League 2, and we lost to Aston Villa under 23. There's only 1-0 in that game, so I think that wasn't too bad a result. So this is the tactic that we're going to go for this season, something totally different, something untested on FM17 for me so far. And yeah, it's a 4-1-2-1-2, a diamond. We're going to have Arca on the left and Blinko on the right, hopefully doing a very good job. And this is the team that is going to face Ossett Albion today. We've got Jake Larkins in goal, we've got Craig Baxter, Luke Greaves, Darren Lough and Darren Holden in defence. We've then got Petrache as our holding midfielder, and then we've got Blinko and Arca as our wingers, with Corey Francis starting in behind John Shaw and Kashmir Walton. So this is the start of the journey. This is where it all begins. The road to the Premier League hopefully starts now, and we'll look back at this day and know that this is where it began. Now, we're the big favourites to win the division. We've got some players that have no right being this low, but yeah, that's John Shaw injured early on. That's not a good start. What's his injury? Potential groin strain. That's not great. Let's play Carl Finnegan there instead. So yeah, what I was saying is we are big favourites for this this title this year, and we need to win the title to guarantee promotion. And Petrache has put us 1-0 up. Julian Petrache, he's a good little player. He does play for Shields in real life, which is why he's at the team. I spent a little bit of time on the editor actually getting Shields' real players in on this game. Not all of them, because I wasn't going to create players, but the ones that were knocking around in game, we brought them in. And Petrache is one of the better ones, and he's put it in to the back of the net, and it's 1-0 in a very, very good start for South Shields. He has Walden now, Julio Walker, Francis, Walton, Parkinson. He has Arca, now Francis, Walton, Francis again, not quite good enough there. Robson. Now Boardman, what a goal that is for Ossett Albion. Well, Jake Larkin had a bit of fault there, I would say, but defensively didn't look too brilliant. Yeah, but we need to get the promotions, because there's players on quite a bit of money here, and if we get stuck in a division, it really will sort of halt our progress, because the finances will just get worse and worse. So the quicker we get up into sort of the conference and then hopefully the Football League, the better. You know, preferably I'd like to get up into League 2 without staying in a division twice. Walton puts it in the back of the net. Julio Arca with a brilliant cross there, and Keshaway Walton has put it into the back of the net. Brilliant goal there, and it's 2-1. And we're back in the lead, which is exactly what we need. Here's Walton again, and it's a penalty. Bad tackle by Gibson there, and number 17 is going to take it. I believe that will be Carl Finnegan, because we haven't given squad number, so that's a substitute number. Carl Finnegan with a penalty, and it's saved. It almost trickled in, but it was saved. And as we go into half-time, it's been an okay performance, but not anything mind-blowing. Corey Francis has been disappointing so far, considering he went all the way up to League 1 with me at Gateshead in non-league to legend, so he's playing well out of his depth, and maybe that's why. Maybe he's just not motivated. 55 minutes gone. I think we're going to have to take Francis off, but who do we put on to replace him? I think we're going to put David Foley in. Yeah, he's quite an attacking player, so he should slot in okay there. Well, 65 minutes gone now. John Blinko not having the best game. So let's bring on El Bekri for him. Maybe swap them two round. Yes, El Bekri can slightly play in behind the striker, and David Foley probably better as a right midfielder. Here's Petrache. Now Walton. That's forward to Carl Finnegan. Oh, and now Petrache puts it in the top corner, and 2 goals for Julian Petrache. We'll have a look at him after this match and see what sort of path his career has taken. But with 80 minutes gone, 3-1 up now, looking good, and hopefully this is a sign of things to come. Obviously we've got another match in this episode to come. Here's Arca, and that is it. 3-1. Yes, we can be very, very pleased with that. Give the team a good team talk, and yeah, so we're 4th place after that first game, and a decent performance. We scored 3 goals. I think that should be a minimum expectation in most matches for us this season. John Shaw's injured. Oh my word. John Shaw's got a hip injury. Oh dear. Yeah, sent a specialist. That's not good. So Petrache makes his debut, but he's been all over the place, really. Liga 3, I don't know where that is. Romania, I guess. Yeah, Romania. And then Hungary, Poland, Romania, Moldova, and now South Shields. So he's been all over the place, but he's had a brilliant debut, and is going to be one of the key players this season, I think. So we'll be back in just a moment for the Ghoul game, hoping to make it 2 out of 2. Only one change to tell you about then. Obviously John Shaw has to come out of things. David Foley's going to replace him up front. He's going to play as a defensive forward, I reckon. Yeah, maybe we should swap them round and go Poacher with him instead. So yeah, we'll go with this lineup virtually the same. David Foley in, Kashmir Walton stays in, and everybody else does as well. So here we go. Let's hope we pick up where we left off in the last match and get another victory, and that'll really stand us in good stead going into the rest of the season. We need to show that it wasn't just a one-off performance at home, and that we can actually do it away from home as well. Blinko into the middle off the post, I think, yeah. So nearly a fluke. Here's Foley, now Francis, Foley again, Blinko into the middle. Here's Greaves, Foley, and Walton puts it in the back of the net, and that's his second goal already. We are just going to move the match speed down a little bit, just so you get to see what's going on a little bit clearer. Greaves forward, and then headed down by Foley, and Walton smashes it into the back of the net, and it's 1-0. And look at this. We were top of the league for a little bit, but Drozdon have gone ahead of us again. Here's Bowers. As forward to Morton, and it's 1-1. I think Jake Larkin should have done a little bit better there. Devontae Morton just seems a little bit sluggish, this. I don't know about you guys, but I wish there was sort of a setting in between the ones that I've picked, kind of thing. Yeah, we'll just keep it like this. If you guys have an issue with it, here's Walton into the middle, and Foley puts it in the back of there, 2-1. Yeah, if you guys have an issue with the speed in the match, let us know down in the comments. That's what it's for, and I'll try and get it sorted for a future episode. Probably won't be the next one, because I'm probably going to record that before this comes out. So, yeah, don't get complacent is the message. Good tackle by Petrache. Burns, good save by Larkins. That's forward to Foley now. Walton, forward to Foley. Francis, Blinko, into the middle. Francis, oh, Julia Walker has scored. It is an own goal though. That's a bit devastating for their goalkeeper. He got a very good fist to it. Unlucky. It just sort of hit off the post and then hit off him. So it goes down as an own goal, but Julio Walker, we all know, was the one that created that. 55 minutes gone then. Petrache is quite tired, so I think we'll put in El Bekri instead, and he can play holding midfielder. Now 69 minutes gone. Corey Francis is going to come off. Put Devante Jacobs on, and take off Luke Greaves and put on Lewis Story. And that should be absolutely fine. So, 80 minutes gone now. Holden. Arga now Holden again. El Bekri. Arga into the middle, and Walton gets his hat-trick. Oh no, it's his second goal, sorry. Hat-trick for the episode, I guess. And it's now 4-1. And Julio Arga with the assist. Walton with a beautiful finish, and it's 4-1. Looking very, very good. Greasley. Loft forward to Walton now. El Bekri. Blinko. El Bekri now. Foley. Jacobs. Cisa. Good tackle by Baxter. Now here's Arga. Jacobs. Arga again. And that is the end of the match. 4-1. What a brilliant performance from South Shields. 2 wins out of 2 in the episode, and I think we can be happy. So Story makes his debut, blah 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 blah. When are we going to come back? I've got the FA Cup preliminary round. If we get through that, I might do an FA Cup special, and we'll have a look. In a few episodes time, we'll just get used to the team, maybe get through the rest of August, and then see where we are in September, and I'll just decide to do a match around here. Maybe that there, Clitheroe and Droylston, could be a good one, but that is quite a chunk of matches. We'll just have to see. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you do leave a like down below. I am closing in on 1,000 subscribers, so anything you could do to help that would mean the world, and liking those videos is doing a lot to help that. Subscribe if you are new. plenty more Football Manager on the channel. I've got 3 series ongoing at the moment. One of them's coming to an end to make way for this one. But let us know what you think of the idea of the series and the format of the videos and stuff. If you want to see stuff change, let us know down in the comments. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.